Hey guys, oSgtKickAss here, and we are back, and it is an exciting day, guys. We are back with a brand new ERB. This was dropped on Saturday late. I was trying to get the video out for Saturday, but unfortunately with me working and stuff, I haven't been able to record it until today. So I am recording it today and getting it out as soon as I can. So yeah, I am sorry it's a few days late, guys, but I'm excited. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Mansa Musa. Nice. Jeff Bezos. So yeah, we've got Jeff Bezos there, obviously CEO of Amazon, created Amazon, built it from the ground up and stuff. And then Mansa Musa was basically, he was the king of Mali in the 14th century, I think. So yeah, he was very wealthy for time. He's like the richest person in the world at the time. Jeff Bezos, obviously the richest person at the time now, in the world now. So I think that's where this like's coming from. But yeah, I like the outfits, and the beat's a bit weird, of beat, but I'm sure they'll do some fire with it anyway.
Musa versus Jeff Bezos. Voila, by the holy Quran, I lay my hand upon. I blaze Bezos, inflict inflammatory damage on.
Oh, so voila. What voila means is, it means I swear to God. So voila, I lay my hand on the Quran. So basically what he's saying there is, it's like in court in America. If you go to court, you put, like, if you're religious, you put your hand on the Bible. You go, I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And it's like you swear on the Bible. So he's saying on the Quran. He's swearing to his God by putting his hand on the Quran that he's gonna blaze Bezos and like inflict inflammatory damage on. He's gonna smoke him. He's gonna just fire these fire bars at him, and Bezos is he's just gonna get burnt to shit, man.
By the holy Quran, I lay my hand upon. I blaze Bezos, inflict inflammatory damage on. Amazon, burn it down like when they put the cattle on. The hottest on the map since the Atlas of catalog.
Wow, so Amazon, burn it down like when they put the cattle on. So in 2010, the Amazon rainforest had some really bad, like, forest fires and stuff. So what he's saying here is, because Amazon, the company, was named after the Amazon like thing, he's saying, well, my raps are going to be so fire, it's going to be like burning the Amazon down when they put the cattle on. So yeah, obviously then the Amazon was destroyed even more for cattle and stuff like that after that. But yeah, and that was mainly that's sort of the main meat they would have eaten in Mali at the time they were about. It would have been like beef and stuff like that. So the cattle on, stuff like that. So, but yeah, burn down the Amazon, basically saying he's going to burn his company down like the rainforest it was named after. Very good. And then
burn it down like when they put the cattle on. The hottest on the map since the Atlas of Catalan.
The hottest on the map since the Atlas of Catalan. Right, so the Atlas of Catalan was created in 1375. Yes, 1375, I believe. But yeah, basically what it was like the atlas of the world at that time as they knew it. So obviously it's very outdated now because we know more of the world, we know things like that. But back at that time, it was the world map that everyone knew. It was called the Atlas of Catalan, and on it he was actually depicted, Mansa Musa. He was on there as like the most like wealthy leader of the entire world. So that's why. But yeah, it's like the hottest on the map because he's basically saying he's got the hottest bars, and that's why he was on there, as opposed to it being because of all his wealth. Very good.
Amazon, burn it down like when they put the cattle on. The hottest on the map since the Atlas of Catalan. King of Mali with gold bars you can't escape from.
Oh, the king of Mali with gold bars you can't escape from. So, yep, he was the king of Mali. He's just putting it out there. So, like I said, he had a lot of wealth. A lot of his wealth was in gold bars and gold nuggets, but a lot of it was bars. That's how he had most of his wealth. So he's like the king of Mali, gold bars you can't escape from. So the bars you can't escape from, it could be like a prison cell, like he's going to put him in prison. But those bars are going to be out of gold because they're just so rich. But then also, gold bars, you could just be saying his bars are so high quality and so rich that that when he spits them, Bezos isn't going to be able to escape and get out of it. Very nice little bars right now. And they've got a few triples, few doubles in already. Boy, ERB are doing good work now. Jeez.
On the map since the Atlas of Catalan. King of Mali with gold bars you can't escape from. Lyrically, I pack heat, you pack a tape gun.
So if you pack heat, it's like you're packing a gun, like a pistol. So he's like, lyrically, I pack like a pistol. I pack something that's gonna do damage lyrically, whereas you pack a tape gun. So obviously he's with all the deliveries, they use the tape guns to tape up the boxes before they're sent out. So he's like, lyrically, I pack heat, I pack a fucking gun, and all the only thing you're packing is a tape gun. You can't do no damage to me, boy. You can't do nothing.
With cold bars you can't escape from. Lyrically, I pack heat, I pack a tape gun. I'm laying the blows you can't dodge, this ain't sales tax.
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm landing things you can't avoid, bars you can't avoid, that this ain't sales tax. Jeez. So yeah, Bezos has been criticised a lot for avoiding sales tax because they're an internet company essentially. So because they're on the internet, that's where all their business is done. There was never really laws about tax being paid by internet companies. So states in America, they've had to sort of make makeshift ones, aren't fully perfect yet, but they've had to make it so that Amazon had to pay some fucking tax. So yeah, they've had to do that. But like I said, not the best. But yeah, he got done. Like people were like, he's avoiding the sales tax because he's an online company. So they are starting to bring it in now. But yeah, you can't dodge these bars like you dodge sales tax. Very good.
I pack heat, you pack a tape gun. I'm laying the blows you can't dodge, this ain't sales tax. I left footprints in the Sahara, I know how to try.
Nice. So I left oh my god. I left like footprints in the Sahara. So yeah, you trek through the Sahara, so I know hot tracks. So if you're walking through the Sahara, it's a desert, so your footprints are gonna leave tracks. So he's like, I know hot tracks because obviously the desert would be really hot on his feet. So his tracks, they're gonna be hot. But he's like saying, I know hot tracks in that sense of in the desert, but also like this track is hot because I'm fucking I've just fucking landed fire bars.
Dodge, this ain't sales tax. I left footprints in the Sahara, I know how to try. Bust dorks like .com bubbles when I hit them. Nah, you can't spit, you got that algorithm.
Oh, so I bust .com dorks with like things. So basically saying like when I hit them. So he's saying that like the .com bubble was basically when all these like businesses came online and people started making money online and things like that. It was like the .com bubble, and he's like, I pop it because it's a bubble. Obviously, he's like, when I hit it, I'm gonna pop it because it's nothing, it's weak, it's thing. So he's like, I bust, like with .com dorks. He's calling him a dork. Oh my god, I cannot get my words out together, guys. Sorry. So yeah, I bust .com bubble dorks when I hit him. So he's basically calling him a dork and saying that he's gonna bust him, and he does nothing he can do about it. And then what was the line after?
Dorks like .com bubbles when I hit him. Nah, you can't spit, you got that
Nah, you can't spit, you got that algorithm. So Al Gore, as it's spelt there, Al Gore was he running for president or vice president? But yeah, basically he was known for speaking very slowly. So he's saying that he's got a really slow like flow and he can't match himself. He can't match Mansa Musa. But algorithm. Amazon uses algorithms obviously to push products you need and suggest things that you might want. So algorithm. That's the fucking sick double, man. That's insane.
Plus dorks like .com bubbles when I hit them. Nah, you can't spit, you got that algorithm. Here's a nugget of advice to get your union problems handled. Want workers that don't piss? Hire some camels.
So yeah, here's a nugget of advice. So back when he was in about Mansa Musa, he'd give gold nuggets as like presents because he had so much gold. He'd give gold nuggets. So instead of like saying here's a gold nugget because you've already got money, here's a nugget of advice. Yeah. So there we go.
Advice to get your union problems handled. Want workers that.
Yeah, to get your union problems handled. So yeah, obviously Amazon had a lot of problems with unions because of like their working conditions and pay and things like that. And yeah, I know a few people who've worked for Amazon and it's awful. Like this is the one workers that don't piss, hire some camels. So you have to do, if you're a picker, you have to do so many you have to get so many items in an hour, but the warehouse is massive. And it basically means you can't have a break, you can't go for a wee, you've got no time to do anything. And it's awful. So that's where the workers that don't piss comes from, because they basically can't go to the toilet because they'll miss the targets and they'll get bollocking in front of everyone. So yeah, but then hire some camels. Camels obviously just store loads of water in their humps, and they're very infrequently to wee because they store the water for when they need it more, like most. Very good.
You got that algorithm. Here's a nugget of advice to get your union problems handled. Want workers that don't piss? Hire some camels. I expanded horizons with libraries and mosques while you chopped off the top of all the mom and pop shops.
So yeah, he expanded horizons. So yeah, he grew Mali big. He took in two big, like, well, 2 or 3 massive cities, like brought them in to be part of Mali. I built libraries and mosques. So every Friday he had this thing that every Friday a new mosque could be built because he was Muslim. The whole population was Muslim, so he's like every Friday a mosque got built, like, and that he'd fund and stuff. And built libraries. He built this like massive learning centre, which at the time of his death had about 20,000 to 30,000 students in. But yeah, he funded for it. He paid for everything and all of that for things. But yeah, it's like a massive learning centre in Mali, and it was like very good for like education and stuff. Like, and they got astronomers, mathematicians, and all these stuff in, like, to just help grow the knowledge. Very good.
In the horizons with libraries and mosques while you chopped off the top of all the mom and pop shops.
Yeah, so he's like, I did all these great things while all you did is you killed small businesses and you made all like these family businesses have to shut up because they like shut shop and like leave because they couldn't compete with like how big Amazon is.
All you widened was the gap between the haves and have-nots. Now they ordering or living in your cardboard box.
So yeah, wow, all you did is widen the gap between the have and have-not. So the haves are obviously the rich people, so he's billionaire, and he's like, he's been criticised quite heavily for not giving any money, much money to charities and homeless things and things like that, and helping the poor out. And all he's saying is, all you've done is you've widened the gap between the people who have money like yourself and the people who don't, and you're making it worse, and now they're having to live out your cardboard box because they're ordering stuff from you because that's what they do, and they're having to live out your cardboard box because they have no money because you've shut down their businesses and things like that. Wow, very good, very good.
It was the gap between the haves and have-nots. Now they ordering or living in your cardboard box.
At Amazon, our product research is phenomenal, but I've never heard your story, and I own Audible.
So there we go. We get the typical CEO. So at Amazon, our research is phenomenal. So he's like bragging about Amazon and how much research they do. But I've never heard your story, and I own Audible. So yeah, not a lot of people will know who Mansa Musa is. But yeah, so yeah, like he say like, I've never heard your story and I own Audible. Audible's got books about everything and things like that. But and obviously Amazon owns Audible. So it's like, he's like, so I own the company that would possibly have your story, and I've never heard it because you're that irrelevant and no one listens to it.
Amazon, our product research is phenomenal, but I've never heard your story, and I own Audible. So go dig some more gold there, Kanye, West Africa.
Wow. So go dig some more gold there. So Gold Digger, Kanye West Africa. So Kanye West made the song Gold Digger, but Mali's in West Africa, so Kanye West Africa. So go dig some more gold, Gold Digger, Kanye West Africa. Beautiful. It could also be a thing on that Kanye West recently, he's been known to just be spouting a lot of shit that people just find ridiculous. So maybe he's alluding to things like you're just spouting a load of shit like Kanye West does.
Your story, and I own Audible. So go dig some more gold there, Kanye West Africa. I'm hotter than the soundtrack to Battlestar Galactica.
So yeah, obviously Bezos is a massive fucking nerd, and so he'll like Battlestar Galactica, but Battlestar Galactica is also owned by Amazon Prime Video, like they have the rights to it and stuff. So there we go. He's like just bragging about more stuff Amazon own.
Gold there, Kanye West Africa. I'm hotter than the soundtrack.
And they say he's hotter, so his bars like they're hotter than the soundtrack to Battlestar Galactica. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if it's really good, but I'm assuming it is.
Battlestar Galactica! Never trade blows with Jeff Bezos!
Oh, never trade blows with Jazzy Jeff Bezos. So Jazzy Jeffrey was it with Will Smith before Fresh Prince sort of time? And he did like raps and hip hop and stuff with him. So he's like, I'm this talented hip hop artist, Jazzy Jeffrey, but Jazzy Jeff Bezos. He basically says that's him. So you shouldn't trade bros with him because he'll just. The
soundtrack to Battlestar Galactica. Never trade blows with Jeff Bezos. Egghead with a huge set of huevos.
Egghead with a huge set of huevos. So yeah, he's admitting he's got an egghead, so no one could come at him. But the egghead thing could also play onto the fact that he's saying that an egghead, someone who's an egghead is known to be very smart. So he's like, he was a high school valedictorian. He's got multiple degrees in different things like business and science and things like that. So he's like, I'm an egghead. So you can't insult me for my looks, but I'm also calling myself intelligent at the same time with a huge set of huevos. So huevos, he's obviously big, huge set of huevos. He just say he's got big balls. He's got big testicles.
Flows with Jeff Bezos. Egghead with a huge set of huevos. I serve more people on the web than Spider-Man. You rap.
I serve more people on the web than Spider-Man. So yeah, obviously Amazon's on the web, World Wide Web, the internet. And I serve more people than Spider-Man, so obviously they make so much money and serve so many customers. And Spider-Man, all he's doing is he's helping one city at a time. That's all he's helping. So he's like, I help more people than you than Spider-Man with my on the web.
A huge set of huevos. I serve more people on the web than Spider-Man. You rap like a soccer mom, that's why you roll with caravans. You're over.
Ooh. So you look like a soccer mom, that's why you roll with caravans. So yeah, he famously did a 3-year trek to Mecca. With loads of different people, and obviously caravans back then were there'd be like camels that would like pull them and stuff like that. So it's like that's why you roll with caravans, because you're soccer mom, and soccer moms are known for having bigger mini bus sort of looking cars. So yeah, but yeah, you're as like it's basically saying your bars are as good as a soccer moms. Soccer moms try to think they're cool, but they're actually just a bit uncool and stuff. So it's like your bars are just like if a soccer mom tried to rap.
People on the web, the Spider-Man. You rap like a soccer mom, that's why you roll with caravans. You're overrated, like you leave economies inflated. You're about to taste some of that salt that you trade.
Oh, so yeah, he was known. Basically, he made gold worthless. So he kept giving away just so much gold and stuff that the economy got inflated. Gold became worthless and things like that. So it's like, all you do is like say you leave economies inflated, whereas I'm not ruining the economy, I'm just making money for myself. And now you get to taste some of that salt that you traded. So yeah, he made a lot of money, a lot of his gold from trading salt, because salt was very valuable back then, because it was like to like spice food and stuff, and it was harder to come by than gold and things like that. So salt was very valuable. So here's like some salt that you traded. You're gonna taste the salt that you traded, because obviously you're gonna be salty in my rhymes because of how good they are. Very good.
Overrated, like you leave economies inflated. You're about to taste some of that salt that you traded. What's the long-term play in giving your wealth away? Cause now I feed your whole country for the price of a cup of coffee per day.
Oh, shit. So yeah, what was the long-term plan with giving the money away? So obviously now Mali and all of Africa is really poverty-stricken. So it's like if you hadn't given all your fucking gold away, maybe you wouldn't be in this situation. So now I have to feed your whole country for the price of a cup of coffee a day. So obviously he makes so much a day, like 200 million a day, this man. So he's like, I feed your whole country in a day with what I make. And then obviously he's saying it like the ads, the donation ads. That it's like for a price of a cup of coffee a day, you can feed this African village, and it's like, alright. So he's like, I could feed your entire country with like what most people would consider a cup of coffee, because 200 million to him is like £2.50, £3 for someone else.
Playing giving your wealth away. Cause now I feed your whole country for the price of a cup of coffee per day. So bow to me like you did to the king of Cairo. You're about as hack as Saudis have hit my iPhone.
Oh shit. So bow to me like you did the king of Cairo. So the Sultan of Cairo originally, he told Mansa Musa to actually kiss his feet, as was respectful back then, but he refused. He flat refused. Eventually he did bow to him. So it's like, bow to me like you did the king of Cairo. You're a bigger hack than, so like if you call someone a hack, you basically call them like a fake, like they don't know what they're doing, they don't know how to do their job, and that's like he's giving his money away, so he's a hack. You're a bigger hack than Saudi's tapping my iPhone. So yeah, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia was actually found like to be tapping Jeff Bezos' phone and like trying to steal stuff from him, like information. He had his phone hacked and tapped by Saudi Arabians. It turned out to be the Crown Prince and shit. Mental. So it's like, you're a bigger hack than Saudis tapping my iPhone. Very good.
Like you did to the king of Cairo. You're about as hack as Saudis have hit my iPhone. You'll be more ashamed than when you accidentally killed your mom. When I make you shit your pants, worse than diapers.com.
Oh shit. So yeah, it's believed that he actually, Mansa actually accidentally killed his mother before he went on the trip, like to Mecca and stuff. It is believed he did actually kill his mother. No one really has a full story on it, but it is just sort of believed that he did accidentally kill his mother before, like, he went and stuff. So yeah, so I'll make you shit your pants, like, more than diapers.com.
You accidentally killed your mom when I make you shit your pants worse than diapers.
So worse than diapers.com. So diapers.com was like, it sold loads of baby products, like obviously diapers, bottles, bottle warmers, dummies, all that sort of stuff. And it was acquired by Amazon again, another company they've acquired. But yeah, so he's like, I'm going to make you shit your pants more than diapers.com. Brilliant.
You'll be more ashamed than when you accidentally killed your mom when I make you shit your pants worse.
And it's going to be more embarrassing than when you accidentally killed your mum, because I'm going to make you shit your pants with how good my rhymes are.
Diapers.com.
Hey yo, Lex Loser, you look like a villain at Comic-Con, you getting ate up. You should have battled me on Ramadan.
Oh, hey, Lex Loser. So he's playing off Lex Luthor there. Obviously, Lex Luthor does look a bit like Bezos. So he's like, you look like a villain at Comic-Con. So he's like, you just look like a B-Tech version of Lex Luthor. So yeah, he's basically calling him a B-Tech version of him, and he's like a shit version of him, and he's the Comic-Con version rather than the real version. So yeah, but Lex Luthor was a villain as well, and I don't know if you've been hearing it in the background. Bezos keeps having like his laugh in the background, and it's known for being sort of like cartoon villainy. So maybe that's possibly what he's playing on there as well. And I'm eating you up. You should have battled me on Ramadan. So he's saying, I'm eating you up in this battle. I've just beaten you easily, like easy, light work, mate. But you should have battled me on Ramadan. So Ramadan's when all the Muslims and things fast for so many days. So he's like, you should have battled me on Ramadan, because then I wouldn't have been able to eat you up because of our religion. That's a very nice line. I like it.
You look like a villain at Comic-Con, you getting ate up. You should have battled me on Ramadan. A harem of women's what I had on my staff. You married one woman, Jeff, and she cut you in half.
A harem of women is what I had on my staff. So yeah, he did have 4. Was it 5 or 4 or 5? I think it was 4 wives he actually had, and that was common back then. So yeah, he had 4 different wives. So he's like, I had 4 different women on my staff. Whereas so staff, obviously he has staff at his company, but he's like, on my staff. And then he's like, Jeff, you had one woman and she cut you in half. So obviously, yeah, Jeff Bezos was married to one woman, and very recently they got divorced, and he actually had to pay her $40 billion as a payout for getting divorced, man. That's crazy. But I mean, for Bezos, that's fucking nothing. But it's like, yeah, it's cut you in half. It cut how much money you had in half, which didn't quite. But it's like, it's nearly 40 billion, 38, 39 billion or something. Crazy.
And a harem of women's what I had on my staff. You married one woman, Jeff, and she cut you in half. David Pecker picked the peck of your Peter pick.
That's mad. David Pecker picked a pack of your Peter picks. So obviously, Peter Pecker picked a pick of... Oh my god, I can't even say it now. But yeah, basically David Pecker from this magazine, basically is a tabloid magazine. He got sent loads of like Peter pics, so dick pics of Bezos that he'd sent to his like wife at the time, of his dick and his things. So it's like, yeah, David. Is that a picture of nice Peter and Epic Lloyd there as well? Because Epic Lloyd's the one who is playing him. Oh dear, the weird pics no one wants to see. But yeah, he basically he got caught basically loads of his. He got David Pecker basically. Bezos said he was trying to sell, like, blackmail him into like with all these like dick pics of him and stuff that he sent to his wife and that he'd acquired somehow. But yeah, I think it was her brother in the end that actually was found out to be thing in it. But gross textures and colours from his reptile skin. How he drinks employees' tears. Oh my god! So it's basically just saying. So even that page there is just taking the piss out of him, saying that he's just a bad guy. He's a reptile and he drinks his employees' tears. That's why he doesn't care about them.
One woman, Jeff, and she cut you in half. David Pecker picked the peck of your Peter pig. Now your new girl got them feeding me Seymour lips.
So what is it? Is it Little House of Horrors or something? I can't fully remember what it was, but basically one of the girls in it, she has really big lips, and she sings the song called "Feed Me Seymour," and she's known for having big lips. It's like now your those feed me Seymour lips. Like, she's got those big lips and she's wanting to suck that dick, boy. She wants to suck dick.
David Pecker picked the peck of your Peter pics. Now your new girl got them feeding me Seymour lips. And it turns out her own brother was the snitch. Woo! Fix your face. No wonder you bought Twitch.
Yeah, so obviously, there you go. Yeah, it turned out her own brother was the snitch. So yeah, he was the one who sent all the texts and stuff to David Pecker. And yeah, wow. So yeah, and we bro, no wonder you brought Twitch. So fix your face. If you tell someone to fix their face, it can also mean just fuck off, basically. But he's basically saying you need to fix your face here because it's fucked and it's like drooping and you've got like twitching and shit. No wonder you bought Twitch because your face looks like it's twitching because of the droopy eye. Like eye and stuff. So he's like, no wonder you brought Twitch, which obviously streaming platform, everyone knows what Twitch is. Follow me on Twitch. I haven't streamed for ages, but it'll be in the description. It always is. It's in the video. It's the description of all my videos, and I've never mentioned it. So there you go. I've got to mention it now. But yeah, no wonder you bought Twitch because your face is fucking twitching like a madman.
Turns out her own brother was the snitch. Woo! Fix your face. No wonder you bought.
And like, woo! Like, he was like, he's gonna go he, and then into some else. Like, woo! Fix your fucking face, man.
Twitch. Now let me really break it down because there's more to him.
Ooh, little beat switch, boys. So let me really break it down because there's more to him. Nice.
He ain't a Bezos. His real name is Jorgensen.
Yes, so a lot of people don't know this. He is Jeffrey Jorgensen. Jeffrey something Jorgensen is his actual official name. So that was his father's name, but his father left him and his mother, and yeah, his mother got remarried and his stepdad was Bezos. So when they got married, he took the last name Bezos because he didn't want anything to be associated with his father anymore. So he dropped Jorgensen and he took Bezos. Very good.
Really break it down because there's more to him. He ain't a Bezos, his real name is Jorgensen. But daddy loved unicycles more than him, so he rolled out. Now that's a Blue Origin.
Oh shit. So yeah, your dad, so fucking hell, daddy loved unicycles more than him. So yeah, his dad performed on unicycles, like in the circus and stuff. And that's why he actually left Bezos and his mother to go and do this like full time. So it's like his daddy loved unicycles more than him. He rolled out. Now that's a Blue Origin. So he rolled out on this unicycle, Blue Origin. He's basically saying that's a really sad origin story, and it's really sad how his life is. But Blue Origin is also the name of Bezos' space company, space flight company. That's very good, man. These are sick. These fucking battle boys.
Daddy loved unicycles more than him, so we rolled out. Now that's a Blue Origin. Take one small step towards a different profit.
Take one small step towards a different profit. So playing off the Blue Origin, take one small step. Obviously the famous line, this is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. So obviously that's playing off the space like company line, but take one small step towards a different profit. So he's obviously a prophet, but he's saying instead of chasing a profit like monetary profit, step towards religion, because Jeff Bezos is famously known to be atheist, doesn't believe in any god. So he's like, you need to take a step towards a different kind of profit. Stop chasing money and take some religion into your life and get some religious beliefs. Very good.
Now that's a Blue Origin. Take one small step towards a different profit, because these days you just as cocky as your rocket.
These days you're just as cocky as your rocket. So he's like, you need religion in your life because you're just getting really cocky and egotistical and stuff. That's why you need a different type of profit to chase. But you're as cocky as your rocket. So yeah, when he did his first, like the first rocket that he took to space, it did look like a dick. It just did, didn't it? It did look like a penis, and everyone took the piss out of it. So he's like, at this point, you're just as cocky as your rocket.
Take one small step towards a different profit, because these days you just as cocky as your rocket. I'm the cream of the crop. I'm on top. I'm ice cold. This Muslim just served you. Allah Mo.
Oh, so he's saying I'm cold, like my rhymes are. I'm on top. These this Muslim's on top. Like I'm cold. So he's basically saying he's chill, he's cool, he's collected. He's got these ice bars that are gonna like destroy you and freeze you and stop you and thing. But then I'm the cream of the crop means you are on top. It means you're like the best of the best. And then he's like, this Muslim just served you. Allah mode. So Allah mode, A-L-A mode. It means it basically means like a dessert with ice cream on top. So he's like, he's used Allah as in God, Allah. So this Muslim just served you Allah mode, a la mode, so he just served you with ice cream on top because he's so, like, his bars are so chilled and so frozen that you just can't handle them. Very good.
I'm on top, I'm ice cold. This Muslim just served you a la mode.
So I'm lyrically lethal, I'm relentless, African verse immune.
Nice. So I'm lyrically lethal and I'm relentless, African verse immune. So basically Africa has a lot of viruses and stuff. So he's like, I'm lyrically lethal, but I'm not going to take like other viruses you'd have and stuff. Your verses are like them. I'm immune to them. I ain't going to take none of your African verse like shit. I'm going to just like you can't touch me. You can't touch me, boy. I'm immune.
Served you a la mode.
So I'm lyrically lethal, I'm relentless, African verse immune. If I wanted to waste my life in desert space, I'd watch Dune.
So yeah, Dune, it's just been remade. It used to be like it was a big movie in the 80s it came out, but it's like a book and stuff. Dune, basically, it's about this desert planet, and it's like there's a resource called spice, and whoever controls the spice controls the universe. So it's like, if I wanted to waste my time with desert spice, like your salt and shit, I'd watch Dune.
I'm relentless, African verse immune. If I wanted to waste my life in desert space, I'd watch Dune. What do we give Mackenzie? 40 billion? So what? Earning every penny back only took me a month.
So yeah, maybe not a month, but he's basically saying, like, he's going back to like, yeah, you said it took the piss because she chopped me in half. Like, she took 40 billion. What's that? I earned every penny back of that in like a month. So yeah, he does commonly earn about 10 billion a month. So it would have been a few months. But yeah, obviously some months he will earn more. So he's like earning every penny back of that 40 billion or 39 billion or whatever it was. That only took me a fucking month because I'm so rich and my business is just so successful that 40 billion to me, it's nothing. Even though it made her like the richest woman in the world, which is mental.
Give Mackenzie 40 billion, so what? Earning every penny back only took me a month. I went from hard dork to slick orc physique.
Yeah, so when he started, he said himself, when he started out making Amazon stuff, he was a really like skinny, massive nerd and stuff. But obviously over the years he's bulked up and stuff. So he's like, I've gone from a skinny, disgusting little, slim little fucking tiny hobbit thing. Love Lord of the Rings, big shout out. To slick orc physique. So obviously the orcs are big, bulky, fucking strong creatures. So he's like, I went from skinny hobbit to slick orc physique.
Earning every penny back only took me a month. I went from hard dork to slick orc physique. Now I'm Lord of the Rings. Take a peek.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful. Now I'm Lord of the Rings. So this has multiple meanings. So Amazon bought Lord of the Rings. They are currently making a series coming out. Is it the 2nd or the 22nd of September next year? Anyway, it's coming out September 2022. I'm very excited for it, guys. Hopefully they don't fuck it up. But yeah, now I'm Lord of the Rings. Also, they own Ring. Do you know those doorbells? Amazon owns Ring. Do you know the company that made those doorbells? And it like has a camera on it and you can see it, so take a peek on it and then you use the phone. So like, look, oh, take a peek, Lord of the Rings. And I believe it is playing on the Ring with the phone, like take a peek, and also with the doorbell chime. If you listen again when I play it back, there's like a doorbell ringing noise like the Ring. That's so good, boys.
From hard dork to slick orc physique. Now I'm Lord of the Rings. Take a peek. 3 years to trek to Mecca, man. You must be tripping. One click, I'll get you there overnight with free shipping.
So yeah, we can see him there just throwing packages at the parcel man like he doesn't care about how much work he's got and he doesn't care about respecting him. But yeah, 3 years to trek to Mecca, you must be tripping. So that could be either you must be tripping like on drugs, because how the fuck can it take you 3 years to get to Mecca? Like, really? Or it could be like tripping all over because they're in a desert, it's harder to walk, so tripping up and falling over while walking. Because they did pick a lot of other people up along the way as well, and they he took to Mecca with him and they followed him and stuff. So yeah, a lot of people would have tripped up and stuff because sand's not easiest to walk in. But I could get you there. It took you 3 years to get to Mecca. I could get you over there fucking overnight with free shipping. So yeah, obviously Amazon Prime, it's known you can get next day delivery. So yeah, he's like, I could get you there I could have got you to fucking Mecca overnight for free shipping, mate. You wouldn't have even had to pay because free Amazon Prime delivery. Beautiful, lifesaver as well, isn't it? Amazon Prime delivery. Woo. Lifesaver. So yeah, I could have got you to Mecca overnight with free shipping. And it took you 3 years to track there.
Track to Mecca, man, you must be tripping. One click, I'll get you there overnight with free shipping. I'm hard corporate, top tier in the Forbes list.
So I'm hard corporate. So is that like he's saying he's hardcore and corporate? Basically calling himself a ruthless businessman. So I'm hard corporate. I always top the top of the Forbes list. So yeah, he's often at the top of the Forbes billionaire list, like richest people list, because he's the richest person in the world. So yeah. There you go. So he's like, I'm the top of, I'm hard corporate and I'm the top of the Forbes.
Get you there overnight with free shipping. I'm hard corporate, top tier in the Forbes list. You couldn't even hit top tier in Civ 6. I'm schooling you like Timbuktu.
Oh my god, that's amazing. So I hit top tier on the Forbes list. You can't even hit top tier on Civ 6. So yeah, on Civ 6, Civilization 6. If you haven't played it, great. Well, Civ 5 was better. But yeah, Civ 6 is alright. But yeah, basically, Mansa Musa is on it, but he's not real. I've never used him. I'll be honest, I've never used him. He's just not a civilization I'm going to use, because he's not the best civilization in the game. He's not a very good one. So yeah, he's like, you can't even get top tier in Civ 6, because like no one's going to use you, because you're trash.
You couldn't even hit top tier in Civ 6. I'm schooling you like Timbuktu, eating you like Whole Foods.
So yeah, I'm schooling you like Timbuktu. So if you school someone, you basically you're teaching them a lesson about what they should, like how good you are and how pathetic, like how shit they are in comparison. You're schooling him in this battle, like Timbuktu. So Timbuktu is where he built that big learning center and stuff. The big one I was talking about earlier. That's where the biggest learning center, like library thing, was built. It was in Timbuktu, which is one of the cities he actually acquired in his reign. Musa. So yeah, and then he's just like, I'm gonna eat you in this battle, like what was it?
Top tier in Civ 6. I'm schooling you like Timbuktu, eating you like
Whole Foods. So it's basically saying Whole Foods was a brand that sells really organic foods and stuff like that. And again, it was bought by Amazon. Bought fucking everything. Yeah, they bought Whole Foods. So he's like, I'm eating you up in this battle like Whole Foods. So he'd only eat Whole Foods because obviously it's going to be healthy for him. So he's eating him up in the battle like he's like Musa is Whole Foods. But yeah, then also eating you up like Whole Foods, like he's Amazon, and Musa's Whole Foods, and obviously eating it up is acquiring it. Very good.
You couldn't even hit top tier in Civ 6. I'm schooling you like Timbuktu, eating you like Whole Foods. Your ship is sailed just like the dude who came before you.
Your ship has sailed just like the guy who came before you. So yeah, the person who was in charge when before Musa, he actually sailed off to explore the Atlantic Ocean and stuff, and he never returned. So Musa's just like, yeah, well, I'm king now. He's dead because he hasn't returned for so long. So yeah, and he never returned, but so it is assumed he died at sea. But yeah, yeah. Your ship has sailed like the game from flood. So your ship sailed. You've got no chance of coming back and beating me. So
eating you like Whole Foods. Your ship is sailed just like the dude who came before you. You ain't fire, can't hold the candle to me.
What is that dance, man? You can't hold a candle to me. So obviously a Kindle, playing off you can't hold a candle to me. So if you hold a candle to someone, if you can't hold a candle to someone, it's like you can't even be close to how good they are. Like. But he's obviously playing with Kindle Fire as well. So it's like, instead of candle, you can't hold a candle to me, you can't hold a Kindle to me, just getting that other Amazon product in there. Nice.
Your ship is sailed just like the dude who came before you. You ain't fire, can't hold the candle to me. I got the flywheel flows, I revolutionize delivery.
So yeah, flywheel is basically his like revolution, like his delivery thing. That's like how his flywheel is basically how he get his deliveries out overnight and stuff, and how he made like I said, it revolutionized delivery. His flywheel tactics revolutionized delivery, so you can get like next day delivery on everything, or depending where you live. But yeah, flywheel flows. So he's saying his flows are as like as smooth sailing and as amazing as his flywheel thing, like their flywheel flows, because they're just that good. But yeah, you obviously, again, I missed this. He said you're not fire, so he's basically just saying like you're not as thing as me. But that K's off the Kindle line because Kindle Fire, Amazon Fire. There we go.
You ain't fire, can't hold the candle to me. I got the flywheel flows, I revolutionize delivery. Your talent's only beauty like my tax bills.
So your talent's oddly puny, like my tax bills. So yeah, obviously his tax bills are small because he doesn't pay much tax, like we've already been through. But yeah, he hasn't paid a lot of tax because he dodges it, and he has like all these tactics that businesses can do to not pay tax.
Flows, I revolutionize delivery. Your talent's oddly beauty like my tax bills. Alexa, what do we have that he lacks?
Skills.
Nice! We got Alexa in there at the end. So Alexa, what do we have that he lacks? Skills. So obviously Alexa there, it's like a personal assistant, so he's asking it a question like people do to Alexa, and she's like, Alexa, what do we have that he lacks? Skills. So skills basically saying he's talented and got loads of skills that Musa doesn't. But yeah, on Alexas, you can get different applications and stuff for them, but they're not called apps, they're actually called skills. So that's another little pun there at the end that I don't know if people know that. I think that's a very thing. Like, I don't think people know they're called skills. But yeah, you give her like different apps and stuff, they're called skills that she can do and perform. But yeah, boys, that was sick. That was so good. I know they release them very rarely now, and it's very few and far between when they come out. But boy, it's worth the wait. That was insane. Boys, let's get down into the breakdown of who won. So guys, for me, the winner is so hard to choose. I've been going back and forth. I had to watch it again to try and come to a decision. This is a hard one. I think I'm just going to give it Musa. I think he just had those through lines, but then Bezos' second verse was better. Guys, it's such a hard one to choose. I am going to give it just to Musa, although I'm thinking maybe Bezos now. But I'm giving it Bezos, okay? It's a really hard one, guys. They both had some really good flows, really good bars, hard hitting bars. The thing I did notice, though, is it was very egotistical, like billionaires are. They're very egotistical. Oh, me. It's all about me. I'm the best. That's very much what it was like, as everyone sees billionaires as like they're all about themselves. But yeah, guys, I know this has been a long video, so if you have made it this far, thank you for watching. I hope you have hit that like button, and if you did enjoy this video and my other videos, hit that subscribe button with the bell notifications turned on, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.